Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be working on getting water the normal way, and working on getting some lava generated with X-Nilo. So hopefully you guys are ready. Alright guys, so me and System have been working quite a bit. We're trying to kind of make things look a little bit better. He did get a mob farm running in the past episode, so we do have infinite levels here. So I don't have to worry about levels anymore. Like, creating this stuff, maxing things out is not really an issue anymore. Kind of let this thing run and just set back and level literally everything up. So that's kind of a thing. So you don't have to, I don't have to manually level anymore. I can pretty much sit there and have all of this maxed out probably in no time. But we did, me and him set this room up. We try to make it as nice looking as possible. We have our little thing there. He's going to set up some power here, and we're working on getting some wireless power running. And I plan on getting some power started, but there was a problem that we had, and we had this from the start of the pack. And I'm going to talk with everybody and see about changing some things. So it's meant in this pack to not have access to anything obsidian. So you can't get obsidian anyway. So if you've seen any of us get obsidian with this method, you can pretty much scrap that. That's not intended. You can't make obsidian in the smeltery. You can't. There's no way. We tested just about any possible way there was. We could even think of to make obsidian. Nothing. So even if you place the source in the world, it will not happen. So obsidian is not obtainable that way. So what I was thinking is having all the source blocks of water completely removed. So having us go through here and just remove any kind of source water that we do have. I think we're going to keep this because this was something that was able to be crafted. I will be removing the well because I think this is going to end up getting removed from the pack. The crafting recipe, I think, is too easy, and I just don't think that this is going to be something that we should keep. And it is an infinite source block that you can make from the start without even making any water. So that's going to be something that we're going to have to work out. But yeah, I was seeing about trying that, but seeing if I can get everybody on board there. And then if anything that anybody has used obsidian on in the process of making, have them get rid of that item. So if anything required, then I'm going to see if everybody's going to get on board with that. I hope they will. That'll make things a little bit more difficult, like it's supposed to be. So that way we're not kind of blowing through this pack as fast as we have. But I'm going to set up today. I'm going to set up the water production the way it should have been set up in the first place. And I'm going to use pretty much everything that you can easily obtain right from the beginning, including ducts and everything like that, fluid ducts, all that good stuff. Not fluid ducts, fluid transfer nodes, and all that good stuff, and hoppers and things like that. So we're going to set this up. And I'll see you guys back after the server restarts. It's my fault. I set the server to restart around the time I record. I might need to change that. Yeah, I'll see you guys back in a bit. Alright, so let's make real quick work of this. We do have to craft just a little bit, not much. And we should have everything to be able to craft something that I was planning on making. And that is the crucible. The wooden crucible. You need this thing to be able to make water. That's the only way to get water in this pack. And I'll take you to the recipe here. So let's do that. So you have different types of wooden crucibles, but the wooden crucible that you need is this one, and you need living wood plank slabs, and you get that from living wood planks, and you get that from living wood. So if you think back and you're like, oh, well, this is how you get living wood. Well, there's a regular crafting recipe that requires white petals and all of this stuff, and I think we have that. We have everything but the white petals, and there were white petals in here. Do we have everything but white petals, I think? Yes, and I think you get those, yeah, you can get them from soul sand. So you have to sit there and sieve soul sand until you get a white petal, and I just don't see any white petals in here, which is surprising, because we should have a bunch of soul sand. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't get at least 4. I only need 4 because I only need, I think, 1. I think you get 4 per. And if I remember correctly, what was it that it got this from? The iron stiffened mesh. So if we look over here, here's our iron stiffened mesh. I should be able to get a bunch of this. And hopefully get some white. I only need 4. So hopefully I get enough. I think you get almost all of them every time. So there's the white. So I'm going to keep doing this and I'll be right back. Alright, so we now have our white flowers. All we need is the mushrooms, and I was actually growing them. I went ahead and went ahead and made this spore reactor. And all you gotta do is add water into it, and you get mushrooms out of it. So it duplicates your mushrooms for you, which is a pretty handy thing. Especially when we're dealing with this. Okay, so we have 1 living wood. Now I'm not sure. Yes, it gives you 4. Okay. Perfect. That's exactly what we needed. And then you take that, get 1 living slab, and we should be able to make this. Bam! Now we have a crucible. An oak crucible. I'm pretty sure, I'm not positive, but I do remember being able to use saplings in this. No. So saplings have been disabled, which is okay, but leaves is what gives you water. We do have a bunch of leaves. So yes, if you put enough leaves in there, you will get water, which is exactly what I want. Bam. Okay, so let's take this, and what we're going to do is we're going to pretty much automate it, and automate some water production. I do need, now that I think about it, I do need a fluid transfer node, and I don't know if we have any in here. We have one of these. Okay. Let's get one of these anvils. It's not being used. And I think we can just throw this in with an anvil. Right? To get the flat ones. Anvil. Oh, it's in a regular crafting table. Okay. Okay, that'll get us the flat ones. That's what I want. Doesn't do anything to the anvil, actually. Which is kind of nice. Just throw that back. Alright, so now we should be able to fully set this up. This is the only thing I'm going to be doing today, so if you stick around at the end of the episode, we are going to be working towards getting some lava power going, and we're going to set that up over in that room where I'm working with system. So let's go ahead and get this thing set up. So I do know that I'm going to need an iron drum, so the iron drum's going to go here. Then we're going to have the crucible set here, and then we're going to have a basic storage drawer above that, right here. Okay, so that's good. I know where this is going. Then I can take the transfer node, and we can set that up here in just a second. Alright, so I'm going to use the hopping bonsai pots that you get at the beginning of the game. If you don't know what the recipe is, it's very simple. These are very simple to make, and they're pretty much tree farms. So if I place one here, and just line them all the way across, I should have enough for 5 on the side and 1 in the center. And the reason I'm doing this is because if you have 5 here, that gives you 10. This will give you 10 of them on this side, and 1 in the middle, because you have a 10% chance of getting leaf every 30 seconds. So with this way, I will have a bunch of them, and that pretty much gives me a 100% chance plus every 30 seconds. So I'm almost guaranteed every 30 seconds to get 1 leaf block to be dropped from there. So from that point, I'm going to use these fast hoppers. Oops, if I place them right. I could use other means, but I actually like these fast hoppers. And we're going to combine them just like any other hopper. And just line them up. And this one is actually going to place directly into it regardless. So bam. That's pretty much done. All we got to do is now add the sapling. So you click the sapling onto this. And they're all going to start producing a tree. And you'll start slowly seeing a tree pop up out of them. Just like that. It's kind of a neat block here. But what I'm going to need is it to go through one of its full cycles. And then we're going to get a leaf block. And I'm going to lock this drawer once we get this full cycle to go through. And we should get 1 leaf from at least one of these. So there went 1. There's our apple. We're just waiting for a leaf block. Bad luck. So we didn't get a single leaf block from there, which is okay. It's okay. We're gonna go through one more, and we should get at least one. Now, I don't think that these will stop producing if this gets filled up, but once this gets filled up, they don't spill into the world, but it will start filling the hoppers up. So that may end up inevitably becoming an issue. Where's our one leaf? We have to get one leaf from somewhere. I guess we're not getting any leaves today, guys. No leaves. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come up, and probably by the time I come back down, I'm going to have a leaf in there. I'm going to feel really derpy. But let's go ahead and grab, I guess this is a regular oak leaf. Yeah, we'll grab a regular oak leaf. Because that's what we got producing in there is oak. Oh, like I said, I already have a leaf in there. So, there you go. Alright, that looks kind of weird. But it's 3 of them. So we got 3 that time. Okay, so what we need to do is lock this thing. So now it's locked. Now we'll always have a spot for leaves. And we need to take this filter and make sure that it only pulls leaves out. We need to grab one of these and one of these. Let's go ahead and put the filter on the bottom. Holding this, you should be able to right-click in. Right? Maybe I have to have another... There, no, control right-click. And then you can place the filter inside of it. Perfect. Alright, and that's when we want the crucible to go underneath. And, as you can see, it's pulling the leaves out. And it's going in here. And it's going to start creating water. Sweet. Now's when we got to dig down. Put a fluid transfer node at the bottom. And that's when we're going to place our iron drum. And that should start filling with water. So bam, we just gathered ourselves an infinite water source. So this looks pretty simple, and I mean it is pretty simple. But this should start constantly filling and constantly draining water in here. And we should inevitably end up with some kind of water, I hope. I don't think we've quite gotten to that level yet. There we go. We have almost a bucket. Now we have a full bucket of water. So voila! We now have constant water flowing into a tank. So the more we play and do things, the more we're going to have water. But like I said, I'm going to see if we can't get all this water stuff moved, because we're not supposed to have it to begin with. And it's going to make the pack a little bit more like it was intended. So yeah, we should be good. It looks like this is staying filled. Looks like it is. I don't think it can hold any more. It's like the solid volume stays max, so really we could probably make more crucibles. I think we can make more wooden crucibles, and this would actually work better, actually. Let's see. I'm actually going to do that. I'm gonna come right back. I'm going to make a couple more, and I'm going to see if I can't get this thing going faster. Alright, so I did a little bit of a revision. I think this actually works a lot better. Having the transfer node pump out into 3 of them, I think that can keep up with as many of the hopping bonsai pots we actually have. So this is doing a pretty good job, and it's producing quite a bit of water. I haven't even been here very long. It's almost got 10 buckets in there, so I would say, yeah, this is doing a good job. We don't even need any other water source. Like when this thing fills up, we're gonna have so much water that we don't need it. Like we really don't need anything else for. And we don't even need System's infinite water block that he's got over here. Like we don't need any of this stuff. We could use that water, just interchange the iron drums whenever we need it. So just making things a lot easier. This is you know, we could get rid of all the water blocks. We don't need them. The only thing about having the water blocks here is we are having an issue with the one of the Ender utilities blocks, which allows you to plant stuff down. But once that's fixed, we won't have any need for that, so we should be good. All right, so let's go ahead and move on into the lava. Is what we're. I mean, that's what the whole point was today, was to be able to get infinite lava and not really need this. So right now I have the magma generator but I need a way to pump lava into it without having to worry about gathering lava. So that is a thing. So my plan is to use just the cobblestone generator, which we have a cobblestone generator over here that was made for us, which is nice. And what we can do is use this cobblestone generator to put it inside of a crucible. So let's get ourselves a crucible. Oh, actually I need to go here. There we go. So we just need a crucible, an unfired crucible. I think I might have enough. Okay, I need to make porcelain. So porcelain is made very cheap, actually. I don't even know which one to go with, which is better. Probably bone meal. We have more bone meal, so I'll go with this one. There we go. So let's make an unfired crucible. And then we'll go ahead and fire it and get that going. To get started, you can use a torch, but knowing as a lot of people are going to have issues with this, you have to light the torch whenever you place it down. So a torch is not something I'm going to go with right away. I want to go with blazing pyrotheum, because we have access to that right now. So what I need is blazing pyrotheum. And I think I'm going to need some coal dust. I know I'm going to need coal dust. So I'm going to chop some coal down in the pulverizer. Right here. I guess this is clogged up. No, it just wasn't sending. Somehow got messed up there. There we go. So, we got ourselves some pulverized coal. That's exactly what I need. That is so loud over there with the gas. But here's our blazing pyrotheum. So, we're going to need pyrotheum dust. And we should be able to make some of it. We need just one bucket, which is only going to be 4, I do believe. Because one set gives you 250 millibuckets. Yes. So I need 4 of them in the magma crucible. And this is slowly but surely going to turn into pyrotheum. Blazing pyrotheum. Which is a very good modifier. Oh, I am noticing it is going in here. Which is perfect, because this is how we're going to fill our bucket up with it. And this should be fired now. There we go. And what I can actually do is get rid of this lava tank. And it got sucked up into the hopper. There we go. I can keep the tank because we can use the tank here in a minute to pull lava into this. But I do want to have this in an area that's not going to really burst into flames. Which I don't think this area is really going to burst into flames too bad. So let me go ahead and try this. If I break this, I can have the crucible underneath here, I think. Or right here. I'll put it right here. Because this is some dangerous stuff now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the blazing pyrotheum underneath it. This is going to go on top. So I'll have the crucible here. And we're going to have the tank back where I had it. But I'm going to have to, of course, add the add this back. Actually, I think I need to have that the other way around. Maybe get this. I think it says if you hold left control when placing in reverse. There we go. So now it's reversed, so it's going to pull into it. We need a drum. There we go. That should be pulling. Oh, it's not. It's the opposite. Okay. There we go. Let's break that. I will take those guys. We'll just place this back on here. Now is it filling back up? That's strange. It's not filling up. What is going on? Oh, I'm using an item filter. Oh, you're gonna be derping. Oh my goodness. Derp, left control. That should place it the right way. Now it's filling back up. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna need these guys. I think I'm gonna need more transfer pipe. I do believe I'll have the transfer pipe going here. Where's it at? Transfer node for liquids here. Pulling liquids out. And yes, I'm gonna need one more transfer node. So there's gonna be a transfer node here. Oh, maybe not. No, never mind. I just need that. Perfect. Wow, that worked out better than I thought it would. Okay, so the cobblestone goes in here and fills up. So I can put this cobblestone generator on top. And that's going to fill this with cobblestone, no problem. But the problem is going to come where I need to get blazing pyrotheum under this guy. So let's go down below and let's try and set this up. This is some dangerous stuff, so I want to be as careful as I can. It's kind of ugly. We will have a better setup though, eventually. Okay. So what I can do is when I place that down, I'll just go ahead and place it underneath there and hurry up and place that block. And it should be good. It should be good. And they will have like unlimited lava there constantly going into it. And we shouldn't have any problems. It should be pretty fast. Considering. Alright, I gotta get a bucket. Ooh, I need a bucket actually. I need to actually make one. I don't think we have a hammer. No, we don't. We need iron. And then we should be able to make that bucket. Well, if I can get to the recipe. It should be this. There we go. And we place that back. And get ourselves our bucket now. There we go. We have to wait. There we go. As I guess it doesn't work sometimes. Okay. We'll have to do this one manually. Which is okay. Bam. There we go. Got the bucket. Okay. So let's go ahead and fill this up with blazing pyrotheum. Oh. Oh, in the chest. Okay. What to say? Something's up. Okay. So what we gotta do is hurry up and place this. Okay. There we go. And it turned it all to stone, which is okay. Now we gotta go up top and make sure fires are put out, because this thing is gonna be creating some flames. Around it. Bam. There we go. So now this should be filling up with lava faster than it's using it. Hopefully this thing is cooking lava. Or cooking. Right? No? The fluid's still down there, so this fluid must not work. Maybe regular lava would actually work? We can try regular lava, it'd probably be a lot safer. I guess it'll be a lot slower as well. There it goes. Okay, so it does work better with the regular lava. Still doesn't produce that much. But it does work. Produces it pretty slow. And it looks like this is getting a net gain. Yes, it is gaining. So perfect. I think we solved our problem. Bam. So now we have some of the basics covered that we should have done a long time ago. So these things are definitely producing. This is one of the most important, though. This is something that should have been done a long time ago, and we would have had a lot more water. But yeah, this 18 buckets, like that's a lot of water that's slowly building up as everybody plays on the server. So we should be good to go. Well, this has been a decent episode, I think. I did plan on getting into this a little bit more. Me and him sat there and dug this out. He's going to put some power down here. You guys will probably see that in System Collapse video. If you check down the link below, you'll be able to find access to that video. Just go to his channel. It'll be there. But yeah. Yeah, we designed this thing. We're going to have some power going here. We're going to get some wireless power up and running. And we're definitely going to need some power. But I can't wait to get out of the end. Or out of the Nether. Because this is getting so boring being in the Nether. But we're gonna make our way out of here. We are. I hope we get to break down the ship. We did talk about that, and we're thinking about tearing down the ship, the spaceship, and rebuilding a decent building here in our nice little biodome that we got going on, and we should be good. By the way, I did see Pixel on here. Yeah, Pixel has been doing all this craziness over here, so. We do have some really awesome stuff going on. We did find out that the unstable ingots don't blow up. So that's something that we did test, and it seems to be doing just fine. But now we have 3 flames going here, 3 hibachis here, and it does seem to be working out perfectly. So, and he did get the Soul Forge steel anvil going, and this thing is awesome. Look at that. He's got it going, man. He does. He's got it going over here. He's got this Better with Mods covered completely. So yeah. Well, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please remember to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And as always, thanks for watching.
Let's go!